Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling review. With me once again, we have Campo.Reviews, the man who reviews movies, TV shows, everything else in between. If you need something reviewed, go on down to the description box below. Check out his stuff. It'll be there. You know what else will be there? The like button. Click it. You know what else will be there? The subscribe button. So if you're not subscribed, go and subscribe. The link for Spotify. Go on and follow that. So make sure you do all that good stuff before we get into the video. Tonight, Campo and I are talking about AEW All Out, which we just returned back from. We got back from, I guess.
Yeah,
It was a show.
it was a show. It was a
No,
pay-per-view.
it was a long one.
No, it's okay. It was cute.
It was cute. It was
You
cute.
get your money's worth.
Well, definitely got your money's worth, unless you buy a $9 slice of pizza.
Yeah, two of them.
Two of them, yeah. Bottle of water cost me $8.
And four tall cans of Coors Light and
How much
two.
did that? How much did the beers run you?
Just put it this way. When I got home, I was about $350 lighter than I was when I went there, if you include the shirt and the hat that I bought, which I'm not wearing either of, which I
I'm wearing
should
the
have.
shirt. I'm wearing the shirt. Um, okay, but then you got the money from me. So does that count, or is that
Take
including them?
You could take that out of that, but that
Okay,
was part of it.
yeah, because I paid you for the tickets. So
He paid me for the tickets.
yeah, I did. We have it on
He's not a
record now.
freeloader.
No, no, of course not. Timmy hasn't paid you yet, though.
Now Timmy's okay.
Timmy's okay. You're allowing that one for
Yeah,
free?
we'll allow it.
Okay. We'll start off with the pre-show matches. The Ops versus the Workhorsemen. This was fine.
Yeah, it was over in 2 seconds, and we're not judging anything on the
Yeah,
pre-show. So
pre-show. Garcia versus and the Ops win. Garcia versus Shibata.
it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, eh?
And the crowd was way more into it than I
The
thought they
crowd
would
was
be.
super into Shibata.
And at this point, like, remember, like, it's a pre-show, but like, it was
Yeah,
really empty. But the
yeah,
lineups for stuff were huge. So
yeah.
people hadn't funneled in yet, but it was a sellout.
It
And
was, yeah. It
it
was
was,
one of the bigger AEW crowds they've had in a long time.
I would say, honestly, before we even really get into this, this was probably the best crowd we've ever had at a wrestling pay-per-view or a
Yeah, it
wrestling
was.
show in general. Like everyone was really into it, especially like it had slow beats,
Yeah,
right? Especially in the beginning. But once the three-way match happened, I think it all opened up and the crowd was just super into it.
yeah. And it does die
There
out a
was a
little
lot of
bit.
comedy. There was a lot of like jokes, chants, and like
Yeah,
people were having fun. Turn the
yeah,
lights off.
yes. Because
But yeah,
the we'll talk about that in the main event. There was a bit of a kerfuffle with the lights, but Garcia ends up winning this match, oddly enough. But that
yeah,
surprised me.
it did. But it was actually surprisingly a way better match, I think, than we thought.
Yes,
It would be. Like what we don't what
I
not that
mean
you
we
don't
know
want to see
Garcia.
Shibata
I
and
know,
not
but
that we
we know
don't think
Garcia
Garcia
can go.
has it, but
Yeah.
it's just like a pre-show match, Shibata Garcia, you're kind of like whatever, but it was pretty good.
So with that, our third match of the night is Hologram and Paragon, which they came out to the conglomerate
I know, which is weird because later they announce,
that they're
we'll just spoil
reuniting.
it now that they're reunited, but why would they all come out to the conglomerate music if they to do
Yeah.
that later? That should have happened then. I guess
Yeah.
it's because people who didn't watch the pre-show, right?
Hmm.
So the pay-per-views catering to the people who paid, and the pre-show is just like separate to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. It was and then versus the frat house. We thought this was non-televised, but it was televised. The way they space it out at the show is different than the way they do it on the pre-show.
They kind of just film the matches and then intersect the matches with the
The
talking.
talking, yeah.
But
Eh,
actually, this was a pretty good match.
yeah, hologram. My cousin Mike was really impressed with hologram.
Yeah. The I'm not sure who wrestled for the frat house. It was Griff Garrison, I
It
think.
was Cole Carter, Garrison, and Preston Vance.
Okay, yeah. So it's the three biggest names they have. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, and conglomerate goes over. I guess hologram is part of the conglomerate now.
Yeah, we can guess that.
Yeah. And then we
And
get
Harley Cameron's boobs apparently, because on the all the video screens, her face was blocked
oh,
by
by a
speakers, and all we could see
speakers.
was her boobs. It was kind of strange.
If Putty were there, he would have enjoyed that.
I believe I took a picture of it as a joke. We'll see if I have
Yeah.
it.
So with that, the aforementioned Harley Cameron and Mina Shirakawa, Queen Aminata, and Willow Nightingale against Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue.
This was actually a really fun match.
It was fun, yeah.
I think the Some of the plunder spots were really stupid, like you said, with the hitting them with the table instead of going through a table,
Yeah.
and then the styrofoam lids of the
Yeah. Of the
coolers. Like, why would we even do that?
like, how would that even hurt?
Especially
Yeah.
when you see the gimmick matches on the main show, how hardcore they are. It's
Yeah.
weird that they veered off here just to show us lady bums, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. But the barbecue spot was kind of
Our
cute.
barbecue spot was kind of cute.
And the good guys win. So
Good guys win.
shout out to that. So with that, the main show proper, we are starting the show off with Adam Copeland, Christian Cage versus FTR. Before the match actually starts, we get a few cameo appearances by one Wendell Clark
Wendell Clark, Toronto Maple Leafs legend. We got Bubbles, Trailer Park Boys
and
legend,
his alter
and
ego.
his alter ego, Green Bastard, parts unknown, who had a 24/7 belt.
Yes, that just said Green Bastard on it. But
I
hey,
mean, that was fun. I like that a lot.
yeah,
And I think this match was good as a whole, but
yeah,
it felt like, at least when you don't have the announcers, it felt like storytelling wise in the
yeah.
ring, it
It
was
was
missing
missing some.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did get a fun edge spot though, where he was. I don't know if he was paying homage or
He
if he was
was. He was.
he was paying homage to John Cena.
Well, because on the matches John Cena's been having on TV, he uses somebody else's finisher that was his foe at some point. So
Yeah,
RKO, spear. So he used the spear
yeah.
for Edge. They talked about it online a little
And
bit, blah, blah,
what's
blah.
it called? The DDT Edge used to use.
Yeah, the
The
Impaler.
Edge, yeah, the Impaler DDT. Yeah. So
Yeah. So and then he does the
five knuckle shuffle
no, he
and
does the yeah, he
the
did
you
the you
can't see
can't see
me.
me, then he did five knuckle shuffle, and then he did an attitude adjustment, didn't he?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
He did
and
well, he did the five moves of doom. He did the
yeah,
body drop, the five knuckle shot. Yeah.
I think that Christian was excellent in this match.
Hmm.
And FTR was fantastic. I'm not a big Edge guy, but he was pretty solid, but he was definitely easily the weakest link out of all of them in this. Because those guys can all wrestle TNA style, New Japan style,
Hmm. They
WWE
can mix it up.
style.
Yeah.
Edge kind of is still stuck in that Adam Copeland, whatever you want to call him, in that
Yeah.
WWE style. So he doesn't mesh as easily with all of them. But it was a
Yeah.
good match. I
And
enjoyed it. It was a good
return.
opener.
We get a return of Beth Phoenix. Well,
Yeah, Beth
her
Phoenix comes
debut.
out. And fucking enough credit to her. I'm not a Beth Phoenix fan at all, but
She took some nar bumps.
she took some crazy bumps, and she also picked up Stokely Hathaway on her shoulders and walked out with him at such a fast pace that I was like,
Yeah.
there's no, like, what a workout that lady must do to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Do you see how fast she went up the
Oh yeah.
ramp
She
carrying it with
motored.
him on her back?
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
Stokely's not that
But
big of a
but
still.
she's a small woman
Yeah.
carrying a guy on her back uphill, and she was moving fast.
Yeah.
Um, so
We
tell
got a
them what happened.
distraction. Kip Sabian distraction. But we still get an CNC win, and then we get a post-match beatdown by FTR after the match.
Including to Beth Phoenix.
Yes. Yeah.
They handcuff Edge to the ropes and they beat up Beth
Beth.
Phoenix in front
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah. So next we're going to our second match of the night, which was Campo's favorite. We're getting Big Bill versus Eddie Kingston.
This match is literally a 0.
Sloppy. Yeah. It was so sloppy.
This match is -2 out of 10.
But yet the crowd was so behind Eddie Kingston.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm not. We already know I'm not a big fan.
Yeah. No, no. I'm not
By the
saying
way, I
I'm just
saw.
like
We forgot to say it. I saw John Moxley at my gym 2 days
twice.
out of this week. It would have
Even
been 3 if I went the other day, but I didn't go.
but
Um,
he even commented on your hat.
Yeah, he said nice hat. I was wearing my New Japan hat. I talked to him the first day. I said I was going on Saturday, blah, blah, blah. No one recognized him except me.
Yeah.
He's jacked. He's
He's
huge.
shredded, yeah.
He's absolutely huge. And you can see through
We're
his
not like you and I, we're not small guys in terms of height wise. You're like just over 6 feet, and
6'1".
and
Yeah.
I'm just under 6 feet. So it's like we're not short guys, we're not small guys, and
And
he's
Jeremy was the
massive.
perfect guy right in between us.
Yeah, Jeremy was right at 6 feet. It's like you're 6'1", Jeremy's at 6, I'm at 5'11", and Mike's at 5'10".
That
It's like,
was actually crazy. We found that out. But anyways, yeah.
and
I
you know what's
mean,
funny? Our ages go in the opposite order.
oh, that's true.
It's Mike, me, Jeremy, and you.
Wow. Anyways, back
Yeah,
to what we were saying.
but I digress.
Um,
Yeah, this was sloppy. It was
It was
garbage. It was
sloppy.
not.
So there's a sidewalk slam. I believe
Mhm.
that's what it was, and they
And he
screw up.
totally, yeah,
But
he couldn't even lift Eddie
but this
Kingston.
is where I want to say this. There's a sidewalk slam, and I was talking to Jeremy because he went to the bathroom as soon as this match ended.
Hmm.
You redid the sidewalk slam spot to get it perfect, and they did it. But then the finish was completely whiffed by Eddie Kingston. He missed the spinning back fist by a mile, and
Hmm.
instead of trying to do it again, he just leaned on him, pushed him over, pinned him, and got the 1, 2, 3. And it looked so bad. It was so sloppy. And this -2 fucking score I'm giving this match brings down the score of this whole
Of
show.
the show. Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, we're
So
not.
at this point, I just want to point this out. The Edge match and Edge and Christian match was pretty long.
Hmm.
It wasn't bad.
It was 20 minutes. Yeah.
And then this match was not good. So at this point, going into the third match, it was kind of the momentum was down, and it didn't come back until the three-way
Yeah.
match. And
Because
even Mike was falling asleep
at one
after
point, yeah.
during the
Yeah.
third match because of
Which
how
we'll get to now. Eddie Kingston does get the win here. And the third match on the card was Mark Briscoe versus MJF in a tables and tacks
he
match.
did wake up.
Yeah, when the thumbtacks came out.
But yeah, this actually, you know what? I don't want to watch MJF or Mark Briscoe do anything together,
Hmm.
but
This worked.
the gimmick was like amazing.
Yeah.
Because
Like
we've never
as
seen
soon
this. It
as
was just they covered the whole ring, mat in tacks. They
in
dumped. It
thumbtacks,
wasn't
yeah.
just like a one bag of tacks. The
No, it was
whole entire ring was
the entire
tacks,
surface of the ring was like
and
the
they were
mat.
sliding around like they were on skates. There were some
Hmm.
wicked spots. MJF had period blood,
Yeah, it looked like at one point it looked like his dick was bleeding in his pants.
and you know what though? This was actually a
Yeah.
really good match,
It
and
was surprisingly,
they
yeah.
finally gave the win to Mark Briscoe
Hmm.
because it
Yeah,
doesn't
because
hurt.
the loss doesn't help. The loss
It
doesn't
doesn't
hurt
hurt
MJ.
MJF, and you
No.
need to move on from the storyline now because he is the CMLL champion, and he can't be caught in the mid card storylines anymore because of that.
But what's the match they're doing on Dynamite now? It's going to be them and the conglomeration versus MJF and
I
uh,
don't care. We're talking about this pay per view.
yeah. Mark Briscoe, like you said, does get the win here. He finally gets his win over, and like you said, they need to move on from this. That's it. It has to be done. So with that, our fourth match of the night is the Hurt Syndicate against, they have a name now, The Demand. Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona.
Honest to God, a really good match.
Yeah. We were
Minus
talking about this. We were talking about this in the crowd when we are saying, is Shelton Benjamin the most underappreciated, not underrated, but underappreciated wrestler? One of the
maybe a bit
most
of
of all time.
both. And yes, he's up there. He's not the most, but he's
But he's got to
definitely
be
in
in
there
top
again.
five for sure.
For sure. For sure.
Like,
We'll do an episode on that. We won't discuss that now. But
yeah.
um
He's
this
at
match
50
was
years
actually
old, man.
minus MVP's like inability to really do too much. The
Yeah,
rest of
he's
the match
also,
was really good. Toa Leone and Bishop Khan took some great bumps, and
yeah.
Ricochet looked like a monster out there.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin is crazy good. Like
Yeah.
he's just so good,
On
dude.
another level.
I need to see him wrestle Japanese wrestlers where he can get that kind of match.
He needs to do another Noah run or a New
It
Japan
doesn't need to be
runners.
hardcore. You
No,
know what I mean?
just a good run.
I'm not saying that his matches need to be more hardcore or more realistic. I just think the type of wrestling that he does meshes better with
The strong
Japanese
style, yeah.
than
Or
it does
King's
with
Road, yeah.
American.
Like, can you imagine if Shelton Benjamin was in this year's G1 tournament?
It would have been awesome.
Would have been good. Would have been good. But surprisingly, the Demand get the win here. They pin MVP. So when we saw MVP in the match, we kind of figured that was
Yeah,
going
and
to happen.
they were teasing a leg injury and like
Yeah. So I did not bring my notebook, so I have all my notes on my phone tonight.
that's
So with that, our next match of the night is Mercedes Moné defending the AEW TBS Championship against Riho. I was expecting more from this match.
okay. That's fair. I was gonna say so. I think from not in a technical wrestling standpoint when I say
Mhm.
this. So I don't mean like this match was a technical match. From
No.
a technical structural match point,
Hmm.
I don't think this was a bad match. I think it was fine. But
Yeah.
in terms of just watching it, especially without commentary to keep you like focused, it was
Hmm.
kind of boring. Like you can't tell me I'm wrong. It was kind of
No,
boring.
it was.
And it's funny because I was talking to Jeremy about it when we went out after, and we both thought she had no pants on, Mercedes Monet.
Yeah, it looked like she had no pants. Yeah.
And I don't know if this is weird. You can call me weird for this, but the way Riho dresses, whenever they pin her or something and her skirt comes up and you see like
They always do
her.
the they film above, don't they?
No, but even it's not even that. When it happens, it almost feels like I'm not supposed to see that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the way she's dressed, it's like her outfit is the skirt, and then we're seeing her underwear, but really that's the wrestling gear, right?
That's her
And
trunks
it just
underneath.
feels like,
Yeah.
oh, this is like weird that I'm seeing
It's,
this.
it's like that weird Japanese voyeurism type of
Yeah, kind of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, like you said, I guess maybe because the commentary sometimes so commentary, like we always say, commentary makes a difference.
Yeah, I would say it does, and it does at 90% of the shows we go to. But like I said, I think once which is the next match, right? The
Hmm.
trios or the three-way.
Yeah.
When this match happened, the entire crowd's vibe
Just
shifted.
yeah.
Everybody became more fun. They're having a great time. We got to watch a match of the year candidate, especially for
Yeah.
multi-man.
Yeah.
Mascara Dorada was amazing.
Yeah. So going back to the other match, so Mercedes
Oh, we
Monet
forgot to
does
say, sorry.
Mercedes Monet does win this match. So the next match on the card is Okada versus Takeshita versus Dorada. And like you were saying, Dorada in this match, holy shit. Like
Yeah, it was a showcase for
he
him.
put on a clinic,
It was a showcase for him. It was a fucking unbelievable
which
showcase
is
for him.
so weird because watching him when he was in WWE as Grand Metalik, they never let him go like this.
Well, they
Like,
never let Mystico go either, right?
yeah.
You never let a lot of those fucking guys go, and now they're like, well, I know he's in AAA, but Laredo Kid,
Hmm.
he was in WWE, right?
He's he's in TNA.
Yeah, but
He's
wasn't
got
he
it.
in WWE at one point?
Not Laredo Kid,
Are
no.
you sure?
Pretty sure.
Anyways,
Timmy's on it
irregardless,
though.
that's not a word. Irregardless, this match was excellent. Takeshita's on another fucking level, man.
Oh yeah.
Okada was great in this match, doing power moves. It,
Taking bumps. Like I haven't seen
but that's what I'm saying. He saves it for the big matches.
yeah.
He's a big match guy, and I'm not an Okada guy. Everybody should know that by now if you watch this. But like, dude, he knows how to wrestle.
Yes, he was for a brief point in
Yeah, see,
WWE,
I knew it.
teaming with Sammy Guevara versus Los Matadores.
Hey, but
So
yeah,
Sammy Guevara actually had a WWE appearance. But yeah, but no, like you said, Okada was like you said, this
how many praises can we throw on this match? Really, this
we
was the
can't,
match of the
like you
night.
said,
It's not even close.
match of the night, 100%. Match of the multi-man match of the year, definitely a high candidate for it. So like yeah, and like I said, I was not expecting much from Dorada, and
Listen,
like
spoiler alert. I think this was better than Kenny, Mike Bailey, and Ricochet.
I think so too. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okada does retain though.
Yeah.
He's the one who pins Dorada.
I didn't think I thought someone was going to move the belt here, but clearly there's another storyline in place. And Jeremy made a good point that like at the next thing is going to be Okada versus
yeah,
Takeshita.
because we did see a little tension in the ranks there.
It's going to happen, and
Yeah, it's this
Takeshita is
is
going to go face, which is the right thing to do because he's the best wrestler in the world.
yes, he is. So Okada wins. Moving on. With that, we're going into our coffin match: John Moxley versus Darby Allin. Even Mike woke up like after this point and
Way
really had
more
a good time.
entertaining than it should have been.
Yeah.
Really, really good non-commentary necessary storytelling in the ring.
Yes. Yeah. That you know what? And let's give John Moxley that because John Moxley knows how to do that.
Yeah, we're not the biggest Moxie fans, but I think he
Yeah.
does know how to have a good match when you let him go.
Yeah.
I mean, and him versus Darby's not a match anyone. I put that in the category of MJF and Mark Briscoe. Like none of those
Yeah.
four wrestlers are bad, but they're not combinations of wrestlers that you want to watch the match necessarily, right?
Yeah.
And Pac, we got it. Pac came back,
Yeah, because at one point he sends Marina Shafir and the rest of the Death Riders away. He sends them all away. Yeah.
but then Pac comes out.
Looking like the third member of the Gallagher brothers.
Yeah, Oasis. Shout out to
Yeah,
Jeremy on
because
that one too.
he cut all his hair off now. And Pete
But
Dunne
he
now is looking like Will Ospreay with that hair.
funny. It's we were talking about this like didn't you think that he was going unnecessarily hard the way he was running around?
Yes,
Like he
you're
it
like
was
he's
like
gonna get hurt again.
he was trying to like pick up the pace for some reason that didn't make any sense to what was happening in the match. But this
Yeah.
that was awesome. The spots were awesome. John Moxley wins.
Yeah.
but we'll get a spoiler for that later.
Yeah, John Moxley wins. So with that, moving on, we got a four-way match between Timeless Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, Tekla, and Chris Statlander. Tony Storm defending the AEW Women's World Championship.
Honestly, I didn't dislike it, but in the same vein, it wasn't boring like how I thought about the Monet match. It just,
You know what it had a lot of? That WWE style. It's a four-way match, but we only get two people in the ring at
yeah,
the time.
it just wasn't like a super entertaining match.
Yeah,
I would say from a technical aspect, like not technical wrestling again,
yeah,
from a match structure aspect, this Mercedes Monet match was better than this,
yes,
but I think the spots were better in this.
yeah. It was
They
a little
both
tighter.
they both had the same type of like it just wasn't super entertaining. Like I
Yeah,
wasn't blown away by this, especially like you said, the way it finishes. Uh,
we were shocked.
Hater and Tekla stayed on the floor
Yeah,
for like 5 minutes, even way past the fucking match being over. They were still just lying on
yeah.
the floor.
And we get a pinning combination by Chris, not even a finisher, a pinning combination by Statlander, and she's your new champ. That
Which
was
is
it. We were all speechless at that point.
and there's only two options. Which one we know the number one is not going to happen. She's going to turn heel, or Willow's going to turn heel and join Wheeler Yuta and that
Whether you
whole
done them,
situation.
I
Because
don't know.
you can't turn her
Chris has
heel
turned.
again.
Yeah,
You
she's
just
been.
turned her. You if they do turn her, then me and you have to lose a lot of faith in this company.
Yeah, because the way she was pandering to the crowd after the match, holding the belt, like doing the
Like
thank you to
exactly.
every.
Like Willow is a good turn for
Yeah,
me. But the problem is what they show you right before this match is the conglomeration getting back together and Willow's part of it. And it's
yeah,
like, okay, so
and
you're just announcing her as a face.
we get a phone. We get Kyle O'Reilly, bring back Dinosaur Jr. If
Mm-hmm.
that's
Feel the pain in everyone.
everyone. That's a
I hate the
stadium.
second half of that song though. Once it gets past that part, dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
when it
dun.
goes to like the
Yeah,
other part,
I
I
just
don't like
remember
it.
I feel the pain of
Yeah,
every.
it changes. The song
Yeah,
completely changes.
but if you guys haven't heard of Dinosaur Jr., go look up Dinosaur Jr. Good band. Song's called "Feel the Pain." Check it out. Good song. Early '90s, pre-grunge.
And watch House Guest
House Guest.
because the daughter listens to that song, and
Yes,
Sinbad is funny.
Sinbad is under.
House Guest
He's
is a really underrated movie
movie.
with
Yes,
Sinbad
Sinbad.
and Phil Hartman.
Mm,
It's a good watch.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, Kyle's talking on the phone and they ask, does he, is our friend ready? He says, the guy on the phone says, whatever. So we know who's coming back. He has been hurt, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And like we said, going back to the previous match, Chris Statlander gets a surprise win. I think Tony Storm's taking some time off, heals some lingering injuries,
it
kind
has
of
to
thing.
be. It has to be. She was a champion for so long. Like, come on.
Yeah. So with that, our co-main event of the night, we got a four-way ladder match: Brodito versus the Young Bucks versus Jet Speed versus Don Callis family. Shout out to Jet Speed who had matching Sonic and Tails ring gear.
Yeah.
Mike
I
was
don't know. You're
surprised.
waiting for me to say something like I had
No,
to.
no,
Yippee!
no. But Mike was surprised that Mike Bailey doesn't wear shoes, and we told him about the fact that we don't like
Oh my
that.
God, that was so funny. I'm like, we don't talk about that. He's like, why? Because I'm like, it makes me uncomfortable. He's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, I'm just fucking joking. Remember that?
Yes. He goes, "Oh, no, I'm so sorry." And you're like, "No, dude, I'm joking." And then he
Which me and
apologizes.
Mike in fucking unison, every single time one of the fireworks went off, got scared. Together. Like we both were like holding hands almost. Because every time it
Because there
happened,
was
we both like
it's
had the same
because
motion.
so in the arena when it happens, the sound is delayed by a split second.
Yeah, so you see the fireworks and you're like,
And then
okay, and then boom,
all of a
boom,
sudden
boom,
bang,
boom.
yeah. Yeah, because the light travels faster than sound for people who want to know
Well, they're
science.
not act. That's not the actual fireworks.
It's a flashbang, yeah.
It's the fireworks are not making that noise, so it's not going to travel as fast anyways. On top of the fact that
Yeah. Light
it's
travels faster than sound. But I mean, this was a really good match though.
yeah,
Like at one point, like it was great storytelling between the Bucks and the Don Callis family, how they're working together, how they're not working
it was
together.
such a good fucking match spot wise, except for one thing. Do you remember
Mm,
what the thing was?
there was a
But
few things.
when Mike Bailey was supposed to do like a tope or something,
He
and then
no, he did
Bandito
the.
kept screwing it up,
Mm,
and then they paused, and like you could see him going like this because I was
yeah,
zoomed in on my camera trying to film stuff,
yeah, trying to tell him to move
and he was
the.
go to the spot, and then he
Yeah,
knocked him down onto a ladder that Brody King was holding for his own teammate, and then
yeah,
held it while he waited for Mike Bailey to do a spot on his partner. And I
yeah.
thought that was ridiculous. That took away so
There
much
was
from
that
this
one
match.
and the one where he did the backflip onto from the ladder onto the other ladder, and
Yeah.
he kind of fell through, and you
I mean,
could.
but that's okay. But that looked like a gnarly spot on Hechicero.
Yeah,
Like it looked
because
like
his
it
hand
hurt
was
him, but
hurt.
like
Yeah.
generally from like a match aspect, that wasn't bad.
Going back to what we're the one of the previous matches, at one point John Moxley dislocated his finger. Did you see that? And he popped
No.
it back in place. Yeah, he's like his finger's like this, and he just went crack, and he popped like it zoomed in on the camera, and he just popped it back in place. That was
Yeah,
gnarly.
other than that one spot, I think this match was really good because, like I said,
Yeah.
I don't think that Hechicero thing was a botch. Or sorry, I don't think the Mike Bailey thing
But
was a
no, it
botch
wasn't a
there.
botch. It was
He kind of
just
just fell
poor
through the
timing.
ladder,
Yeah.
which looked like it really hurt Hechicero. He like
It
crushed his
looked like it
head
hurt
into the
Bailey
thing.
too, because the way
Yeah,
his leg went
his
through
leg
the
got
ladder.
stuck. He
Yeah.
was like hanging off.
Yeah. So after the match, the Bucks are doing a beatdown on
You didn't tell us who won.
Brody King and Bandito retain.
I
Surprising. I thought the
honestly
Bucks,
thought
yeah.
all of us thought the Bucks were gonna win.
Yeah, so did
And
we.
I don't mean that from like a oh, we're booking ourselves standpoint. I think it was honestly the right decision for the Bucks to win
Yeah.
in the way they're trying to tell stories or jet speed.
Yeah,
Because I wouldn't give it to Hechicero and Josh Alexander.
because
And
in a match like this,
but
you don't nobody looks weak, you know what I mean?
no,
Because nobody
you
gets
either give it
pinned.
fan favorites, the
Yeah,
Bucks to tell the story, or you keep it on Brodito.
which is what they did.
What they did. You can extend this run out. I'm fine with it, but I just thought like it was a fan service win, right?
Yeah.
And he's double belted, so like
And the crowd was super behind King.
yeah, the whole every match was had the people were into it post three-way
Yeah,
match.
absolutely. So with that, there's a post-match beatdown by the Bucks. Jack Perry makes his return. And going back to our state a couple weeks ago, we called everything on those three booking ideas because Jack Perry turns face. Jack Perry, you called Garcia and the conglomeration.
Yeah,
The only thing we haven't seen yet is Sammy Guevara.
which we'll find out soon.
Yeah, but Jack Perry does make his return. While the Bucks are beating down Jack Perry, it took a long, long time, but we do get the official return of Luchasaurus,
The
who
real
rejoins.
Luchasaurus.
Yeah,
And we got
the theme
fucking
song.
Tarzan
And
Boy.
boy, yeah. As
Who
soon as they
sings
saw
Tarzan Boy?
Luchasaurus, yeah, it's Tarzan Boy by
No, but who
Baltimore.
sings it? Baltimore. That's
Baltimore.
it.
As soon as they saw Luchasaurus, the crowd immediately started singing it.
It was awesome. It was an awesome
Yeah,
moment. It's one of my favorite shorts that I caught from that.
yeah. That and the crowd singing Edge's theme was really good.
Not as good as that. That was like
No.
this is like a feel good moment of the year. Can you put that down? Jungle Boy
Yes.
and Jungle
Yep.
Boy really threw a heavy beat down to the Bucks though.
Yes.
Until they countered it and then Luchasaurus had to come out. He was fucking just giving it to them.
There it is. Done. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. And we get a reuniting of Luchasaurus and Jurassic Express, and you're like, okay, Marco Stunt's gonna return to
Yeah, I was gonna say Jungle Express. Yeah,
yeah,
Jurassic Express.
Jurassic Express. And so how are they gonna end this storyline now with Kill Switch? Is it done?
It's done, and
Because
they're gonna win the belts. They're gonna win the tag belts.
yeah, because they didn't kind of really didn't finish it with he just like walked away from him at the end of the last match at Dynamite,
I
right?
don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't want to speculate on that.
Yeah, we
That's
will
too
get
deep
we're
diving.
probably going to get a Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian versus Jurassic Express match down the line for sure.
Maybe they win the belts to keep it heel, and then Jurassic Express beats them.
Okay, I'll take it. So with
Because
that,
Christian's already fully exited the chat almost. Like it's
yes.
so close.
Oh my God, the crowd at that match, stop, he's our uncle.
Yeah. He's our asshole.
Yeah, he's
Our
that's a
asshole and our uncle.
yeah. Well, because everybody, Christian's our dad, right? So if Edge and Christian are brothers, he's our uncle.
Yeah. The skit at the beginning was amazing with him.
Yeah. So with that, our main event, Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher for the AEW World Championship. Had any members of the Callis family interfered, Fletcher would have been disqualified and stripped of the championship,
It was
the
pretty,
TNT
it was
championship.
solidly entertaining. I don't think it was
Yeah.
like,
There was a little bit of a dead spot in the
there was
middle.
a pretty solid dead spot. I
Yeah.
don't think I would call this match of the year quality.
No.
It's not even top three matches on this show, but it was good.
Yeah, it was a really good main event. When they mentioned that anybody from the Callis family, I was expecting somebody else to run in, which we didn't get any run-ins whatsoever. There was no skullduggery here.
You know what's funny? Actually, just we were coming back from the bathroom quickly because we left right when the match ended and came right
Mhm.
back as Jungle Boy came out for that tag match.
Right.
And I kept telling Jeremy, I'm like, I fucking told you. I fucking told you when Jungle Boy was out there. And then he's like, you didn't tell me anything. What are you talking about? I'm like, oh shit, that was you. It was JD.
It was
I
me,
wasn't
yeah.
even talking to Jeremy.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all though, we get a sick Deadeye spot again through the table or
Yeah,
yeah,
he
Deadeye
needs to
through the
stop doing that. Like, it's too much. Like, it's always a
yeah,
dead eye
because you
through
could
the
see it when he
table.
walked
Do
out
anything
after
else.
yeah, when he walked out after the match, Hangman does retain. He's still your champion. Um
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. I don't think
By the
he.
way, I don't know if we said this. If anyone interfered, he had to give up the TNT belt.
Yeah, I
Oh, you
mentioned
mentioned
that.
that.
Yeah, that's why we got no skullduggery in this.
No skullduggery.
No
No
skullduggery.
shenanigans.
No shenanigans. No tomfoolery. No, as we would say in Italian, no cazzate.
Wow.
There you go. So,
Mafungo.
yeah, exactly. Pastifungal.
Pasta fajoux.
Where's the gabagool? But this was a decent match. I do believe after the
No, it
last,
was a good match, but
it
like it
was
was not like it
that.
should have been better than this.
Yeah,
There were some
but
wicked spots, like Kyle Fletcher, the table spot by the announced,
oh yeah.
by the timekeeper's table. That
Oh,
was a
when they
wicked
did
spot.
that,
He
yeah.
folded up like a fucking violin. I
Because
mean,
it was a
violin. He
narrow,
folded
narrow
up,
little
he
it was a
folded up
narrow
like
little spot,
what do you call that?
an
An
accordion.
accordion instead of
Yeah.
fucking violin. I was gonna say a xylophone.
Yeah. But yeah, and I was saying too, you could see it after the show went off the air and Hangman is walking away from the ring, you could see the man's in pain.
Yeah, he needs a couple days off.
Yeah.
Stop making them wrestle every day, Tony Khan. You have other
Yeah.
wrestlers.
And Tony Khan has an important announcement this Wednesday.
I don't know if you watch Wednesday night.
Oh, I do.
His skit was amazing with MJF where they went in the room and he's like, "Oh, now you decided to be the boss and put your big boy pants on." I thought Tony Khan was awesome in that sketch
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call it.
The backstage
Segment.
segment, yeah. So all in all, I had a good time. I'm not letting the fact that we were there skew my score though,
I'm
because I
doing a
know,
bit of both. I'm not letting it skew my score too much into the positive, and I'm also
right,
factoring that I think with the announcers it would have been a little bit better.
yeah.
So it's kind of has to like balance out. I mean,
But
we could talk about this for a second.
being there though too, like for example, the Bill
Well, the
and
second half of the show, the vibes were great.
yeah,
There was comedy all around. People were
great
having chants.
spots.
Everyone was enjoying each other's company. Like we were laughing at it, what the people were saying, and like
Yeah.
popsing people around you, and like,
Who did that guy say? Don't do that. He's your father.
oh my god, I don't remember, but that guy was saying a lot of funny shit.
Yeah, I
The one
think
guy
he's
that's like, fuck me. And everyone was like, he was just, it was completely silent. And some guy just yelled out, fuck me. And someone else was like, no, thanks.
yeah. Oh no, I think oh, we totally missed the part between the main event.
Oh, tell
With
him.
what happened was between the main event, between the Brody King and the main event, I guess while they're cleaning up, they showed a little vignette and the Death Riders leave in a pickup truck and John Moxley's left behind and Darby Allin gets
To
out of
get
the
rid of
coffin.
Darby Allin's body that's in the coffin.
Yes, they're trying to at least. And then Darby Allin gets out, puts John Moxley in the body bag and lights him on fire.
Yeah.
And
Listen, there
we
was
get
a
the
lot
return
of
of
like,
Dinosaur Jr. there too.
there was a lot of like murder spots in this
Yes.
where that made
We
it
did
hard
not
for us.
film
We couldn't even
any
really record anything for shorts because it was like not
it'll get taken down.
not in a vagine way. It was too
Yeah.
violent. It just like for YouTube, it was definitely way too violent.
Yeah. Like we're even pushing it with the thumbtacks match.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going back to our final thoughts, Yeah, like you said, the commentary would have probably put this, the commentary probably would have made the first half of the show a little bit better. Like for example, like the Monet match or
Yeah.
the six-man tag match or the Briscoe match, right? But all in all, it was decent. What would you score this?
Let's bounce it off each other. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking high sevens.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I was gonna give it a 7.8 because I just don't think it was at an 8. And I think
No.
that the two women's matches were kind of slow.
Yeah,
And
the
then
Eddie Kingston
the Eddie
match.
Kingston match should have been a pre-show match. Why the fuck was that
I
on the
would have
main
I would
card?
have so me personally, I would have given this a 7.9, but I took away a
Oh, so we're
point.
on the same page.
Yeah, I would have
7.8.
given this a 7.9, but I took away point 1 because of that Kingston match.
For
Just
sure.
because of that Kingston
I
match.
honestly was like in the low eights, and I took
Yeah.
off all those points for the Eddie Kingston match. I would have rather have had the women's match to
Yeah.
open the show. Just have that open the show and then go into the Edge and Christian match.
Yeah.
Or have Shibata versus Eddie
Yeah.
versus Garcia was
Garcia
better.
swapped the two. Yeah. But
Fucking
yeah.
the frat house match was better than that. Listen, I'm not just exaggerating it. You know we don't really like Eddie Kingston. This match
No.
was so awful that I
Yeah.
felt bad for Big Bill.
Yeah.
I felt bad that Brian Keith had to stand outside.
It was funny too before that match too.
He's so out of shape.
Who Eddie
How have
Kingston?
you
Yeah,
been off
he was
TV for
so
that long and you didn't even get a little bit into shape? His cardio wasn't there. He
he
was
was
botching
slow.
like
He was
crazy.
moving
It
slow.
was a boring ass match. He runs out when his music hits like a fucking angry
And he's gassed
2-year-old
by the
having a tantrum. He's like, you know
and
what he
he's
looks
gassed
like?
by the time he hits the ring.
He looks like a combination of an angry toddler and the Bushwhackers.
Doing the arm thing.
Yeah, like I just don't.
Yeah.
He's and then I don't know, man. I just don't. It was such a shit match. Like I'm being
Yeah.
honest with you, it was shit.
Yeah. This could
-2,
have
I
been
gave it out of 5.
yeah. Yeah, this could have been a low eights show if it wasn't for a few
Yeah.
so yeah, this could have been like an 8-2 and 8-3, but you take away a couple points for the two
But I
women's
appreciate your
matches.
thing. You're
Yeah.
like 7-9, I'll take off 1. For me, I was like at an 8-1, and I'll take off all those points for
All
that
those
shit.
just for Eddie Kingston.
But it did it because it shouldn't have been on a fucking
No,
pay-per-view.
this was a dynamite
It
match.
was no, it was an embarrassing match, even for a dynamite match, even for not a non-main event,
Yeah.
non-opening match to get the people going. Just middle of the card collision match. This was not a good match,
No.
and it was
No.
not because of Big Bill.
Yeah. Eights, eights, eights are now reserved for every match on the card is good.
Yeah,
Nines, it's rare that we give it a 9, but 9, the whole card has to be
yeah,
amazing.
it's near perfect.
Yeah.
Even
So,
a high eights are near it was a great show. I had a great
yeah.
time. I can't wait to watch it again with the commentary. But just like
Yeah.
I'm at a
I
7-8.
got when I got home, I purchased it off of Amazon, so I'm going to be watching that.
I'm at a 7-8. I think that's
Yeah.
fair. Let's wrap
Seven,
this
eight.
up.
I'm right there with you. Okay. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. We will have a WrestlePalooza review. I'm not sure if it's coming later this week or if it's going to be next week. All depends on if I hear back from Putty, because if I don't hear back from Putty, then the review will be next week. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. Make sure you go follow Campo. And in the words of Kenny Omega, who did not appear on the show, goodbye and good night.